Matt Hudson-Smith of England will line up in lane number 7, trying to win the gold medal here over the one lap. There's some records for you. Wade van Niekerk, Karani James, the game's record 44.24 back in 2014. But there is Matt Hudson-Smith on his first individual global medal recently in Eugene at those World Championships. Took the British record earlier this year. It stood for 25 years to Ewan Thomas when Hudson-Smith went 44.35. But this is a Commonwealth Games final, and this athlete here, Jonathan Jones from Barbados, could be a danger to Matt Hudson-Smith. Beautiful in qualifying, 8th at the World Championships recently, the athlete from Barbados. Samu Konga from Zambia will start in lane number 8. That massive personal best of 44.89 in the heat. He had to be taken off the track in a wheelchair. Such was the lactic acid that the Zimbabwe athlete had, running under 45 seconds. There's the Birmingham skyline, but we're going to cover it with the start list for the men's 400 metres. Jamaica, Australia, Uganda, Barbados, Kenya, England and Zimbabwe are the nations represented. The crowd are ready and poised for a final where the majority of fans here in Birmingham are hoping for an England victory. Lane number 9 then, Nathan Allen of Jamaica from Spanish Town, 45.18 this season. Didn't finish his semi-final at the World Championships recently though. Muzala Samu Konga, that personal best in the heats, negotiated the semi-finals just outside 46 seconds. The 19-year-old will start in lane number 8. And then listen to the noise for Wolverhampton-born Matthew Hudson-Smith. Born 13 miles down the road, the UK record holder, pre-event favourite, starts in 7. Boniface Mwesa of Kenya. Kenya, the most successful nation in the men's 400 metres here at the Commonwealth Games. Just outside 45 seconds at his best. Jonathan Jones of Barbados in that World Championship final. Under 46 seconds in the semi-final, looking good. Aaron Odoli of Uganda, their national record holder, the second fastest qualifier in a personal best of 45.8 seconds. In lane number 3, Stephen Solomon of Australia, 7th in this Commonwealth final in 2018 after not finishing the final in Glasgow in 2014. He'll line up in lane number 3. And Anthony Cox of Jamaica, 45.43 this year. The 21-year-old starts in lane number 2. So Jamaica in 2, Jamaica in 9. Bookending this men's 400-metre final. But Matt Hudson-Smith starts in 7. He wants medals in all 3 championships this year. He knows he's got a target on his back, he said, since Oregon. And now, on his home track, he has to concentrate. The men's 400-metre Commonwealth Games final. Cox, Solomon, Odoli, Jones, Mwesa, Hudson-Smith, there's Samu Konga, and Allen in 9. 1 lap, 1 gold medal. And the gun goes for a clean start. The roar is deafening here in Birmingham. Hudson-Smith losing nicely. Mwesa, the Kenyan, inside him in lane number 6, also going well. Down the back straight in the sunshine at Alexander Stadium. Hudson-Smith, the world bronze medalist, will know Mwesa of Kenya on the inside is closing. But he's putting his foot down here, Hudson-Smith. Jones running nicely in lane number 5, currently in the bronze medal position. Now he has to hold his form. England, Kenya, Uganda. Matt Hudson-Smith tying up. Keep your eye on the African in lane number 8. And out of lane number 8, Muzala Samu Konga, 44.65 seconds, breaking the heart of the English fans, breaking the heart of Matt Hudson-Smith on his home track. This guy ran 44.89 and a personal best in his heat, and is confirmed at 44.66 for Muzala Samukonga of the Zambia. The crowd go wild, his fans go wild. He picks up the gold, Hudson-Smith the silver, and Jonathan Jones the bronze.
What a performance from Samukonga. Hudson-Smith perhaps went a little too hard, too early. I was watching Samukonga. A switch was flicked halfway round the second bend. Great medal from Jonathan Jones. I've always liked watching this guy. He's a 1:45 800-metre runner, and that strength helped him towards the end. I tell you what, a new star is born. He's unorthodox, he's raw, and he runs like a man possessed. And somehow he found a way back from nowhere. Halfway round the second bend, he was out of it, and he suddenly accelerated. Hudson-Smith went out hard. Moresa faded, although he's still broken 45 seconds for the first time, but he drifted back towards fourth. So watch Hudson-Smith. He's just gone past Samukonga here, who's up on the shoulder of Nathan Allen. Moresa's running well. Jonathan Jones, a very steady run from him. Right, watch. Third from the right-hand side. Now comes the acceleration from Samukonga. We're looking at the athlete second from the outside. Watch him now. He's ungainly. He's miles down on Hudson-Smith, who starts to feel the pressure from Moresa. And look at the ground that Samukonga, the Zambian, makes up in the closing stages. It's an utterly extraordinary end to the race. Jonathan Jones using that 800 stamina to get him past Moresa for the bronze. I think Hudson-Smith might have gone a fraction too early, but nobody thought Samukonga could do that. It was as if a switch was flicked in his head with 150 to go. It was a sensational last 150. And this angle shows you, well, almost, he's absolutely burning up the track. Now, from this point onwards, Catherine, have you ever seen anybody finish a 400 quite like that?
You'd have to go back to Marc Raquil, the French athlete in my era, who used to finish like a train like that. But look at that, look at the grimace on his face. Matt Hudson-Smith ran 44.81 for silver. That is a great time. And what you can't cater for as an athlete is what other people are going to do. Samukonga, 44.66. Absolutely outstanding. Matt Hudson-Smith would have been aware of him. He'd have known he was coming on his shoulder. He was so far back. I don't think Matt Hudson-Smith did much wrong. I really don't, Rob. I think he's coming off the back of the World Championships. He ran 44.66 in Eugene to win a bronze medal. He's just a little bit tired, but you can't cater when Muzala Samukonga does that, which was outstanding and rewarded quite deservedly with that gold medal.
Do you know, I agree with you, Kath, and I will differ, Rob. I think Matt Hudson-Smith did everything right. He got to the line first, but for an extraordinarily bizarre barrier-breaking last 100 metres there from Samukonga. That doesn't happen in 400-metre running. You're not supposed to be able to come into the home straight in 5th or 6th place, quite a few metres down, and finish the last 100 metres like everybody else is standing still. 400-metre running is about, as you know, Kath, is about judgment and pacing. And Matt Hudson-Smith, calm as a cucumber there. I don't think he had any idea that Samukonga was coming. Nothing he could do about it. I think he got it right. He was just beaten by a brilliant, brilliant man, a better man on the day.
And what a Commonwealth Games he's had. Let's not forget, it was only a few days ago this 19-year-old, as we mentioned at the beginning of that final, was wheeled off the track running 44.89. And he came back and did a little bit in the 4x4 relay. Absolutely superb. The African champion this year is now the Commonwealth champion. Superb running. So confirmation of that men's 400 metres. Samukonga, Zambia, their first athlete.